Alright, so let's try this now. Hello, welcome to the Retro Show. I'm Bearded Mike, and this time we're going to look at another 10 random games I pulled from my collection. So to start off your Atari collection. So actually the first video I did was kind of popular. I don't need this. And I just wanted to put another 10 videos. Now, I didn't check this time if these were really common games. I'm assuming they are. Especially this one. Not this game in particular. This is Lock and Chase, which is very, for an Atari 2600 game, works really fine, and it has the Lock and Chase feel. And I'm dead. So, I'm talking about these cartridges, these things. They kind of look like, see, that's Lock and Chase. They kind of look like the Intellivision. That's my daughter upstairs talking. They kind of look like Intellivision games, but they have this little nubby thing in the bottom. I remember when I was a kid, I tried to pry one of these things off. I never successful because I didn't have the courage to actually, pull it off and see if it works on a Intellivision. Now I'm older, I know that wouldn't work. Totally different systems, and that wouldn't work. So that was Lock and Chase. Let's see what else I have. Ah, yes, this one thing I didn't put in the last list, which is a classic. Space Invaders. Come on, you gotta have Space Invaders. What kind of bugged me is the spaceship's very fat. Now, of course, you can play this as a two-player game. I think you have to set it... I forget. Maybe put it in the comments below. I'm not going to look it up right now. But it's pretty... This was like the killer app of the Atari when it first came out. Like, it was the game to have. It was really close to the actual arcade game. Addicted wasn't even to begin describing this game back in the day. Like, it's... Again, this is, a must-have if you have an Atari 2600, even a 7800. Like, again, it's kind of like what was Halo for the original Xbox. It was Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo, the Mario game. I didn't know I could move. So it was like the Nintendo's Mario. It was like it was the Sonic's Genesis Sonic game. It was the game to have. Like, I know Pitfall was the killer app, but this was a game that everybody wanted when they bought an Atari or the first round. So anyway, turn you off. I'm missing a label. That's the black label. I guess this was like the launch title or black label. I don't know label on the bottom. All right. Now, so this next game, Jungle Hunt. This is a really cute game. I love this game. If you're a fan of Pitfall, I find that this is a very, like, instead of you running and whatever, you're grabbing vines. I'm not gonna make it. Ooh, I made it. Okay. I remember playing this in the arcade a lot. Actually, speaking of the arcade, I actually picked up Title Legends for the Xbox original, and that has Jungle Hunt. One thing I didn't like about that version, the arcade game that I played didn't have the music. I only found one of these arcade cabinets in a, I think it was like in a corner store or whatever, and it didn't have the music. I remember when I was playing it, I kept going up here. I was like, don't kill me, don't kill me. I guess one of the things that, and I'm going to sort of go a little bit off topic here, is there with fear of death. Now, fear of death is in the mechanic of the fear of death. Like, just say, I'm not talking about real death, but I'm just saying, here's an example. There's a thrill that you get with, it's kind of like gambling. Now, you have, just say if you have $1, you have 4 quarters, right? So if you have 4 quarters, you can only play this game 4 times. Now, you have so many lives. If you die, that means you have less lives, and then if you end the game, you only have 3 quarters. So there't an element of risk involved when you actually paying for the game that you don't get when you actually have this at home. Now, back in the day, I said back in the day. The word for the day is back in the day. Maybe if you disagree with me, please, or agree with me, please give in the comments below. But I think understand is the risk involved when playing an arcade game, especially those like the ones that eat up your quarters all the time. Nice up here. Oh, that was close. Actually, I like this conversion. Like, of course, this is not going up a hill. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Alright, that's enough. Let's see what else I have here. I tried that guy. I tried that guy. Alright, so... Does that fit? There we go. Alright, here we go. Now, this is Donkey Kong with the Atari 2600. Now, funny story. This was one of my first Atari games. For the fact that I didn't have an Atari. I know. Da, da, da. I had a Gemini. An Atari Gemini was made by Coleco. This is a Coleco game. One of the reasons why it was cheaper, and I really like the controllers for this thing. It was not me that bought it, it was my parents that bought it, and I was so psyched to get it. It's like really the only time I had an actual Atari was when I was older, much older, like last year or the year before. Somebody gave me an Atari 2600 Light Sixer. There's a whole other story about that Light Sixer, that it was working fine and I decided to mod it. I guess not that long, but... And the mod failed and I still have to get that fixed. So I'm using my 7800, which I really enjoy. So this was like one of my first games that I ever had for the system and played the hell out of it. And this was the killer app, like, you know, first of all, you got a better price point. You got a better game, because I think at this point, Atari was coming out with their crappy Pac-Man game. Oh, I remember that. And this is, like, this was their killer app. This was the game that everybody wanted to play when that came out on the system. So it's either you had Pac-Man with your Atari, or you had this game for your Atari. And guess what? Who won? Now I heard not arguments, but I heard some forums saying that not only that it had a better beginning game, it had a better beginning game, and apparently the video quality, the Gemini was a lot better. Almost had Genesis. So I played you. I played you. Played you. You're going to go into the played pile. I don't know if this was rare. I'm assuming it is. Okay, Galaxia. Which is a pretty good conversion. I know, it's very colorful. I think it looks better than Space Invaders, but then, depending on when it was developed. Anyway, it's nothing special. You like Galaxia? Not much to talk about that. Now, this game is interesting. Ooh, we'll just stop doing that. The power button, you know what? The power button on the 7800? What happened to the old Switch? I guess to make it more modern. This is a good old mousetrap. I remember my neighbors played this so long that their actual TV became made, like the image burnt into their TV. One thing that I never too particularly liked about this game is because the button that there's only one button. Right? That's all Atari games had, only one button, and you had to hit it more or twice. There we go, quickly to get the dog, and yeah, that was it. I suck. All right, let's see what else we got. I did Lock and Chase. Cosmic Arc. Okay, I forgot. Okay, do I have this? No. Ooh-wee. Come on. Yeah, it's a fun game. No! Turn off! Alright. Of course, you gotta have one of these. Pole position. Speaking of launch titles, we thought that having pole position 2 and 7800 launch title was good. You know what? It's a crapshoot. Really? The people that used to launch these consoles coming out with like the killer app that comes with the game. That's unheard of. But you still have the bundles there for launch titles. And not the bundle for launch titles, talk about like when the game first released, like the Mario, like your Mario game, your Sonic game. But back then it was I qualified. Yay! Okay, I guess I didn't. So you had your games that were released that, sorry, like for instance, Nintendo. Again, I'm going back to the subject of Nintendo was their Mario, and then they had Mario and Duck Hunt, right? So Atari had, I believe the first game was Combat, and then eventually came out with, I think it came out with Space Invaders. And that was their launch title because, you know, they wanted to look all nice and shiny, all this stuff. And I remember they were the big campaign where they gave so much stuff away with their console to compete with the Intellivision and the ColecoVision. Now, again, if I'm totally wrong about this, please leave in the comments below. I'm not going to look it up. This is going from my memory. My memory sucks. So when the 7800 came out, their launch title was Pole Position 2. It's not a bad game. It's just, you know, it could have been that all of a sudden that was popular, and I guess they didn't have, like, who knows? Like, really, it could be a game that they released and all of a sudden it was like super popular. So that was like, you know, those marketing teams, whatever. So this is Video Pinball, and you know what? For an actual, what am I doing? Select. You know, for an actual pinball on the Atari 2600, it actually plays quite well, considering that the ball is... the ball... Oh, I put a two-player. Oops. There you go. Let's try this again. It's not bad. You know, for an actual pinball and the balls square, it ain't bad. It's nice and relaxing, that's what it is. Ooh. Alright. We got one more game left. Now, what was your first Atari game that you had with your system? Was it Combat? Was it you got a Genesis like me, and that was Donkey Kong? Please leave in the comments below. I think I have enough. Alright, so I'm getting a pile here. And the last game, and I really don't know, this is Commando. I don't know if, you know what, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. La, 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 la. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. Alright, so let's go to Atari Age. 2600 Commando, COMMANDO. So by Activision, actually it's a 3. Alright, so yeah, it's a 3. So it's not super rare, kind of like in the middle ground, so I guess this is my first rare-ish game. And it didn't work. I got it to work once. Of course, it's an Activision game, because sorry. Nope! I'm not going to play with you. Alright. So the curse of the 10 games. 10. So now I have to get a game that I wasn't planning to show. Or do I? You know what? I'm going to show you. I know what to show you. 7800 game. Alright, so this is the launch title they're talking about of, so you saw the 7800, and now this is the, sorry, the 2600, now this is the 7800. Graphically, now, with the launch title, graphically, it's awesome, right? Comparing it to the 2600. Sound-wise, it's using the same chips as the 2600 for backwards compatible, so we're using the same chips. Really a shame, too. Oh, I did qualify. Okay. So anyway, that's pretty much my next 10 games. Wow. Okay. So that's pretty much my next 10, my other 10 games you should get for your 2600, 7800. Now I showed you 2600 games, except this one, of course. Because I owe you a game, and again, another Activision game. Like games, this is so hard. All the controls, just I know I got Commando working before. I just have to fight with it, just like the chopper. So anyway, that's my next video. So if you like these kind of videos, please click on subscribe or give me some thumbs up. Until the next video, this is Bearded Mike, signing off.